Hurry up before they start saying muted, can't hear, muted. Good morning, top of the morning to all of you. It is Monday. It is another beautiful Monday, not no manic Monday. It is a beautiful, bodacious, bright Monday, y'all. I was supposed to go to Home Goods today. And child, listen, I went to drop some clothes off with the cleaners. The sun is just beaming. It's 79 today. And it's like, I don't know. It's not hot, but it's like the way the sun is beaming. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm going to try again. I got 2 more shows to do. I'm going to try to squeeze a Home Goods run in, y'all. Okay. You know, I'm addicted to Home Goods. Okay. Now, I don't need nothing else in this house, but I love Home Goods. Yeah. Okay. Let me, this is the wrong water. Oh, child, I don't want to drink this right now. That's the wrong water. I like this water. I like that 9.5. Hey, everybody, listen. Let your other fellow Tyesse Squad members know. Thank you, Wayne. Let your other fellow Tyesse Squad members know that we're live and we're on the air right now. Today is beautiful. I'm sick of the rain. It's been off and on. We do have little breaks in between, Brother True Blue. Good to see you back in the chat. Okay, so Tyesse Squad new followers and friends, please, like right now, hit the like button. Thank you so much. I know West Coast is 9:30, but listen, I'm on the East Coast now, okay? All right. So you guys probably will catch this later. It is 12:35 in the city of Hotlanta. Hey, everybody. Hello. Let me say some hellos. I'm semi-bushwasher working. I tell everybody, do not get in trouble. You can be a part of the official replay crew. Everybody, if you can hit the like button for me, we got a really good conversation we need to have. It is a must. We must have this conversation, right? Andy James, I see you. Brother Emmanuel, love you, brother. Wayne, True Blue, yes, everybody. Lashika, yeah, Mary, everybody, come on in. Pringle, Mel C, Tamara, the LRL community, welcome. Travis Gatling, Antonia Denise Designs. While you're thinking about it, hit the like button. While you're thinking about it, Uh-huh. You do not have to wait until the battle is over. You can hit like right now. Okay, we got to have a really deep conversation. Programming note, down at the church without air tonight. I'm behind on my production day because I was up late last night, so I woke up late. Okay, so down at the church will air on Wednesday nights. It's looking like down at the church is going to return to Wednesday nights. So we will do a top 5 Monday tonight. Okay, so just be in the know that down at the church will air on its old night, which is Wednesday night. All right. Because I'm behind. And I don't really want to just, I'm in the danger zone because I have another show to do at 3:30. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Thank y'all so much. Just 53 likes. We can do better than that. All of the people that are here and you really don't care for me. I get it. I understand. We have a history. Many of us, we don't have a history, but you just don't want to hit the like button. Ask yourself, what can I do to get back in the fold of the Tyesse Report? What can I do? What must I do to be saved? Ask yourself that question right now. What must I do to be saved? Because we got to have a conversation right now. We have to. Yeah. Between work, school, I needed it. Yeah. Welcome, bees. Hey, everybody. We're about to have a real conversation, Tyesse Squad. And if so many of y'all wasn't at work, I would definitely drop this link because I need just a little feedback from people that understand the game, y'all. The church game. My squad is church folks. Okay. Yeah, catch up on your sleep. Tanisha, the floor is always a pleasure when you walk in the building. Jason Prince, yes, welcome everybody. Okay, let's get started. We waited long enough. If we get like 150, we're good. It's an afternoon show. It's 9 o'clock over on the West Coast, so people are still sleeping in, even on the West Coast in the Mountain Time Zone is still kind of early. Okay. All right, Lisa Mack, I see you. Mocha Drop, yes. Welcome. Last night I got off from that last video I did, y'all, and I went and I watched the Demetrius Senegal late night clickbait video. So you wouldn't have to. Some of y'all wouldn't have to. I went and watched it. You know, I said I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. Something Tim Bree hit me up because Tim Bree was watching it. She didn't know we were live on the second video, so Tim Bree hit me up. And I'm gonna turn this off because I can't be distracted. I gotta knock this thing out the park. Let me turn this completely off because I know how this goes. Off. Okay, completely off. That Patreon chat last night was off the chain, and so something Tim Bree said in our private message that made me go and watch the video. I said, okay, Tim Bree saying this, let me go watch the video. And I won't share what that is because that's personal between me and her, but I went and I watched the video, you guys. And full disclosure, all of us was thinking that it was going to be something else. We were all live when we got the news, and we were all like, oh, my God. Is it going to be one of the women? It's going to be, yeah, we all thought that. So, yes, we were all going to go over there and see what the woman said if it was one of the women. But when you think about it, this sister, Stephanie D. Prescott, who wrote this book, that's available at Amazon. Stephanie D. Prescott, 95 Thesis. It's available at Amazon. I think I paid $19.95 for it. Demetrius Senegal. I'm not calling him Bishop Senegal for the purpose of this. All of my conversations, I'm just going to be calling him Demetrius Senegal. I got to take that bishop out of my title too. So So Demetrius Senegal didn't even have enough wherewithal and respect for this woman to give her a thumbnail, right? Just to put her on and just let it be. I never thought in a million years it would be her, the author, right? Okay. So you didn't even respect her story and her trusting your platform, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute, to give her a proper thumbnail. Has the thumbnail been updated? Let's take a look. Because if the thumbnail has been updated, you know, hold on one second. Let's just verify. The thumbnail has not been updated. So that's the care that he had for her and her story. Let me say this about Sister Prescott. And if she sees this, because so many times, you know, all these people wind up seeing my videos for whatever reason, but if she sees this, Sister Prescott, you are still dealing with a lot of hurt and pain. It's palpable. It's all over you, your eyes, your body language. It is so palpable. The hurt is coming from, I think she, if I remember correctly, I think she said she was in therapy. Ma'am, sister, baby, that pain is on you so heavy. It was coming through my TV screen. And so that's what he thought of her, that he would use her story as a salacious clickbait title to get everybody riled up to come over and watch his fledgling channel that's been in on YouTube since 2017, and I don't think he's cracked, or he's just not getting to 10,000 subscribers. Okay. And I don't want this to be about shade, y'all. I don't want this to be about shade. And so there were so many things. There were so many things that were blaring, just blaring. Number one, why do you keep, let her talk. You're having Bible study, then she has to stop her story and let you basically vomit all of this dogma and all of this. Let her tell her story. That's why you have to be careful whose platform you go on. You have to be very, very careful who you choose to tell your story with. Ma'am, you would have been better off coming over here. I'm just being honest. Because I would have let you tell your story. But what was so just maddening to me is the fact that he didn't even seem engaged. Like he didn't, I don't think he was even listening to her at times. This is my personal opinion. If you go live and you're public, people commentate on it. Welcome to the Players Club. My right-handed guy, it just seemed like he wasn't even listening to her. Because what he's trying to do, and you think you're slick, and no, you're not. You're casting this net out. You casting this net out and seeing how many of these fish you can catch. No pun or disrespect intended. You use this lady, you exploited this lady to promote your platform. That's what you did. He didn't even seem like he had any pastoral care for this lady. He was checking on TikTok and looking at his phone, and I'm saying to myself, you can see this woman is still wounded right now. Like still wounded. And you sitting up here talking about, oh, TikTok is okay, TikTok, and looking at your phone, and she would tell her story. She would go into her story. And then here you go with a 4 to 5 minute diatribe with all of your rigmarole and everything that you're talking about. And this man just, I'm telling y'all, this man has there is nothing coming from him that I connect with. I don't know how he's popular. Is he popular on the circuit? Because There is just there's not even a drop of oil coming from this man. But we got to talk about Sister Prescott. The Tyesse Squad has already run a real thorough, social media investigation, and the Tyesse Squad believes that there is a noted Atlanta pastor that she is talking about. We cannot, for legal reasons, mention his name, because if it's not him, then you done said the wrong person, right? But we are 99.99% sure that we know who she's talking about, right? 99.99%. But that 1% is going to get you a lawsuit. Travis says, I was done after the first 5 minutes, so I didn't even watch. I would fast forward when he started talking and immediately go to her. Sister Prescott, I'm pretty sure he probably reached out to you because he promoted your book 2 days ago. And I'm 1,000% sure that he probably reached out to you. I don't think she reached out to him because he mentioned her book 3 days ago. And then she's a special guest. Okay. And then he says that we only talk, and he said it twice. We only talk 5 minutes before the show, so we haven't had any conversation. So he just wanted to get her on. He just wanted to get her on because what you're doing is you're setting the stage for bigger fish you want to catch. You want to basically set the stage for other fish you want to catch. I guarantee you he went ask 30 minutes. Well, he put it, I can choose what commercials I want, how many commercials I want. When I set this video up a minute ago, I always do, moderate commercials. Now, if I got a hot topic, if it's like a hot topic, every now and then I will hit that, high commercial volume because I know I'm gonna make a little change off of it. But that's very rare. It's got to be something like Bishop Whitehead arrested, or Dwayne Youngblood seen coming out the courthouse, something like that, something huge. Then I'll put high commercials on. But you interrupt your viewers' experience. Everybody don't pay for premium. I have premium, but everybody don't want to pay for premium. He over there talking about his conferences and why ain't nobody signed. A lot of y'all ain't signed up. Why wait for the last minute? Sir, ain't nobody probably coming to that. Ain't nobody probably coming like you think they coming. Now, Sister Prescott, the reason I admire her and her story, and the reason her story was so palpable, believable, and so touching is because when she told her story, she gave her thought processes, y'all. Did y'all catch that? How many people caught that? She did not do a Gigi. She did not do a kickball lady. She talked about her process, how she allowed some things, how she ignored some things. She didn't just take everything and just throw it at the pastor's foot. She spoke about her marriage, and she began to open up about how she was groomed, how it started. She said that, listen, y'all, she said that she received a severance package. And the question I want to know, Cheryl Hill, is this. Why isn't she naming him? Is there a confidentiality clause? Is there something, is there an NDA that was attached to her severance package from this pastor that's here in Atlanta that we believe it is? She was very forthright with what she did, But when you look at that pastor and what he's done to her, what he did to her, I don't know how. Y'all, I don't know how these people can skate by. This wasn't like, 50, 60 years ago, y'all. That energy is still in you, sir, apostle, bishop. Do anybody understand what I'm saying? This wasn't 30 years ago. This is not a Bill Cosby type story. If you did it to her, how many other people have you done this to? Please get the likes up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And welcome to our new subscribers. We're about to hit another 100 milestone. We're about to hit 14,700 any moment now, y'all. So thank y'all so much. Be sure to thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up right now. Also, we want to welcome our new subscribers. You are the best part of the official Tyesse Report. Yes, you are. Y'all, I know this is an afternoon show and stuff, but there's some layers that I need to talk about, y'all. There are a few layers that I need to talk about. That erroneous clickbait title was to drive traffic to his channel. Unfortunately, I haven't watched his channel. As I said, the man is not charismatic. He don't have no oil. He don't even have the look that would make you, because listen, y'all, we don't want to talk about that, but looks help. When you look a certain type of way, it do help people come to your channel and stuff. If you look a halfway, desirable. We hate to say that, but you don't even have a look that makes somebody want to go over there and just sit up and watch you like that. It's the truth, y'all. Unfortunately, it's the truth. That pastor that she's talking about is still in ministry. He's married, according to what we believe he is or who he is. He's married and he's still in ministry. And she made it clear that she did not want to mention him and did not want to mention his name. And I'm sorry, there's probably something to that, y'all. I don't think it's because she, I don't want to mention that. I think that she may be barred from mentioning his name. And that is unfortunate that her story is stifled because of an agreement that she had to sign. That she had to sign in order to get a severance package, if that was the case. We will give you a severance package. But she also talked about something that the young lady, Nadia, brought up. She talked about going to leadership and how they took her, complaint or took her story and nothing came of it. The young lady, Nadia, was just talking about that. Naida, this young woman did exactly a lot of what you said when it comes to, she didn't do a Gigi. She didn't do a kickball lady. Even now, she's handling her own story with dignity. Unfortunately, she went to a whole clickbait king, I understand she's trying to promote her book. I get it. And if somebody offers you an opportunity to come on and talk, you come on. She's not thinking that this man is sitting up here with a whole alt and beat with Brian Karn and using her as propaganda to cast this net out so that when he go and get other people, there's already a person that he got that he's talked to already. So women will now feel, oh, okay, I seen a lady on his channel talking about her story. I hope her book does well. I bought it. 95 Theses. 95 Theses. Is it? Oh, well, it will be 95 Theses. Okay. Maybe you can invite her over here. I would love to. I would love to invite her over here and allow her to speak uninterrupted. Every time she's talking, she got to stop and let you do 14 Bible scriptures in between her story. Couldn't even get a whole 10 minutes out. Let the woman talk. Now, the pastor that we all think it is, listen, maybe he's gotten everything right with God and maybe he's asked God for forgiveness. Hold on one second. Maybe he's cleaned up some things, y'all, and maybe he's on the right road. I was on his page just before the show today. I was on his page looking around. The alleged pastor, I was on his page. You should say it's in your heart. Say it, Tyesse. It's in your heart. Say it. Just get it off your chest. Because if in your heart you need to say it. I'm gonna say this, Ty Squad. This is just my personal feeling. Sometimes with men overly do things concerning their wife on their social media. Sometimes I take a side eye with it, Sometimes with men do just a little too much about their wives on their social media. Yeah, I always look at them with a side eye. Like, okay, Kenny, okay, you love your wife. Okay. Oh, today's your anniversary. Oh, it's queen, my queen. Okay, got you. It's too much. It's just it's perfunctory. Me and the queen, I took her, it's her birthday. I took her to the spa today. My queen. Ooh, the queen. You really are, honey. You really do love her, don't you? Most husbands, most men, honey, listen. That thing is not even public, that thing they do for their wives. Hey, Timbree, I'm over here birthing this thing out. I'm in my 9th month. This is the distrust and disrespect and ministry authority we sometimes talk about that wasn't nice, so I left that live. It was so palpable that this woman is still actively in her eyes. Her eyes broke my heart. There were a couple of times when she was about to cry. And I'm saying to myself, this woman's about to cry. Oh my gosh, she's about to cry. Like, Lord, please don't let this woman. And as a pastor, Timbree always talks about pastoral care. As a bishop, a bishop, you see this woman's about to cry and you didn't even stop and say, are you okay? You want to take a minute? Did anybody else see the moment when she looked like she was about to start crying? Maybe it was just me. That woman was so raw, it was palpable. Did anybody see that? But she felt like, it just like she was about to start crying. And he didn't even have the discernment to say, are you okay? Do you need a minute? I feel that you're a little, we can take a break. Maybe we'll do a commercial for one of my conferences that ain't nobody coming to. I don't think he's truly a pastor. I'm sorry, in my opinion. You got to care about people over yourself. Well, see, people think because he's doing this little stick where he's doing this stick where he's supposed to be out here looking for victims and you know, putting spotlight on predatory behavior, whatever his little thing is, unmuted, whatever. And people think, oh, okay, well, he's on the up and up. But did y'all see the post that I put in Patreon from Keith McQueen this morning? If you did, just say I did. If you saw the post from Keith McQueen, you can put it in the chat. I'm not going to read it here on the air, but it's in my Patreon. You did. Okay, y'all saw that post. Did you read it? It was very long, Keith. You read it. If you're not a Patreon, you can go to Keith McQueen's Facebook page. Go over to his Facebook page, Keith McQueen. Now, see, William McCrae, friend to the show, brother, William McCrae made a similar allegation, the same allegation, rather, that Keith made concerning Bishop Senegal. And listen, this stuff is unfounded. They're all allegations, right? But over in 2 Corinthians, it talks about where there are 2 or 3 witnesses, let everything be established with 2 or 3 witnesses. And it was something concerning something over there in Chicago. Now, at the official Tyesse Report, we're not reiterating or making those allegations, but we were speaking to Keith McQueen Facebook post where he went into detail about his personal experience and what he has heard. And William McCrae from Obnoxious Media also said the same thing concerning a matter over in Chicago. If you are not a Patreon, go over to Keith McQueen's Facebook. It was over there in Chicago. Again, this is not the official Tyesse Report making these allegations, but we are pointing out the platforms that did. Okay, hold on, baby. Okay, wait a minute. What is this? I can't stand this thing. What is this? Gemini? I'm not sure, brother. I got a comment. Is this pastor, the pastor we're thinking about, are they still under this other pastor? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. Y'all go right there and look at it. But see, that goes to the fact, that goes to it be people out here with the most allegations, the most skeletons, the most aspersions, carnage hands, whatever you want to call it. Those are the folks that be out here doing the absolute most. Brian Carn allegedly has some type of tryst with Laquita. Allegedly. There was an alleged lawsuit. I don't know what happened with that. There was all kind of allegations, and Senegal did a whole rebuke video of Brian Carn. But it didn't really go over the way he probably thought it was going to go, because I was going through them comments. I was looking at people doing commentary on it, the bloggers. And it didn't go over the way he thought it was going to go over. Them comments were vicious. They said, I seen 2 or 3 commentators, bloggers, one of which I'm no longer in cahoots with, but one of them said, you know, basically, Brian Carn was okay while he was out here doing this under your nose and you knew about it. In many instances, allegedly, it was okay. But when it comes to your house, when it comes to your door, then you want to do a rebuke. But you can't say you didn't know about this. I had never heard about it. But when it comes to your door, now you want to do a rebuke. Oh, Keith McQueen ain't playing, Theo. Not at all. It's a long post, but it was it's a long post, y'all. But he emptied his lower and upper intestines this morning. We got to talk about, y'all. We got to talk about how this system is in the church now, y'all. Nadia opened up a whole conversation about what to do. What do you do when you have been misused or mishandled by clergy in the church? Some people say, well, if it don't work right or something goes wrong, I would just get my stuff and leave. It is not that simplistic, y'all, for some people. This young woman, evidently she had been having intimate relations with this man since she was in college. People think you can just literally untie yourself from people when there's a sexual thing going on. It's not that easy. It's not easy to walk out the door, Tyesse Report, and be like, well, I'm out of here, girl. I'm just going to another church. Emotions, feelings, and even soul ties are involved. Soul ties. And let me say this. This is an afternoon show, but oh damn well. Oh damn well. You'll have to get over it. When people ejaculate inside of you, when there's a consummation of fluids inside of your body, people don't understand how that can affect your spirit in so many ways, y'all. When there's that fluid exchange inside of you. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because if I listen, I could go make me a turkey sandwich and go and watch me a couple of episodes of the Golden Girls right now. I don't have to be here. People don't understand that kind of stuff really affects your body, your mind, your spirit when people are ejaculating inside of your body. It is a really, really stronghold in the mind. Whew. What do you do when you go to leadership and you talk to leadership and they're not gonna do nothing, y'all. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do too much of nothing, you know. You go and talk to the person's covering, or you talk to the, you know, you go before the board or whatever you may want to do, and you say, listen, I've been over here, I've been manipulated and spiritually groomed and sexually manipulated for a while now under this leadership. What do I need to do? I would like to make a formal complaint. Okay, well, Sister Sue, we got your information and we will handle this. Then you go back to church next Sunday and the man is still in the damn pulpit. What do you do? Well, how do you address that? Well, spiritually. That's why so many people walk away from church. That's why so many people conflate church with God. And then you wind up walking away from God. And I've been through a lot, but it ain't never been that serious. I'm 49. I done been through hell on earth, but I ain't never been that damn serious for me to walk away from God. I knew at a very early age that something was wrong with these people talking about gay people are evil and stuff. I knew that at 10 and 11 years old. Something is off with these people. Because I felt God my whole life. And then you're an abomination and you're going to hell. I said, something is off with this. This don't make sense. I felt that way at 9 and 10. A blood coming in this form. Is that what it is? Oh, y'all continue to hit the like button. It's usually 300 in the chat. Thank y'all so much for coming by. That's why so many of them left the church. The shepherds are not taking care of the flock. And when you go, this woman said she went and talked to people and nothing happened. And now this man is still over here preaching. Now, I remember recently, we're going to keep saying the alleged man we think it is. We're just going to say that for purposes of the record, Ty Squad. There was a situation with that pastor a year ago. There was some issues with him. So it wouldn't shock me if it was him, the alleged man we think it is. I'm just saying. I'm gonna have to get smaller bottles. This is too heavy to handle during live shows, y'all. I'm gonna have to get some smaller ones because this is too heavy to handle. If a church that doesn't have an articulated, transparent process for submitting, evaluating, complaint, be on guard. Hold on. I was looking at a TikTok, Bees on Mars, a few weeks ago, where a lady said she had some problems at a church. She went and told the people about it, and they basically told her, "What you want us to do about it?" She said she was floored. That's exactly what she said. They said, like, what you want us to do about it? Listen, these people, these folks are not about to get rid of these people that's bringing in money, y'all. I'm just being honest. They're not going to let them go. I should have saved that damn TikTok. She said that was her exit from organized religion. And that's how she started going into, a lot of people are going into alternative spiritual practices now. And so when Dr. Reed talks about African spirituality and understanding our roots and where we come from, everybody gets in a tizzy. All of his YouTube detractors clip his work and start talking because they do not like the system being attacked. They don't like orthodoxy. When we start talking about African spirituality, the next thing you know, y'all remember we had what was the word they used for Todd Hall, y'all? We had necromancy gate. We've had divination gate. We've had divination gate. I wish CJ was here because she could go through all of them. We've had necromancy gate. We've had Sinners, the movie gate. They don't want you to start talking about no other alternative spiritual practices, because when you do, you start tapping into their buckets. That's why everything that's outside of the system is witchcraft. And witch and warlock is the new BITCH and MF. That's my personal interpretation. That's how they curse you and cuss you out now. You are a witch or you are a warlock. All religions are a construct. God isn't contained to our doctrine. Yeah. And so when you say, I think I'm just about done. I want to find God for myself. I want to, just explore. I think I want to go to Egypt. I want to look around, and then I may go to South America and take me a walk through the rainforest, and then I may go to Vancouver for a few days and stuff. Oh, what you doing all that for? You can find the Lord right here in Chicago. I can't explore the world and look at other cultures and look through other lenses. No, you can't do that. There's only one way. Oprah did that damn Super Soul Sunday. Ooh, they talked about Oprah so bad I cried. She did Super Soul Sunday where she brought faith leaders in from, all kinds of different religions and faith paths and faith walks. She brought them people in. Ooh, they talked about Oprah so bad I cried. So true. But what about consensual relationships that's not written in the church? That's not written in the church or secular world. We have to find God for ourselves. I tell you one thing, when you go looking for him on your own, you will find the right one. Of course, that's what they're gonna say about you. You don't want to be under leadership because you don't want to be disciplined. You don't want, oh, okay, that's why I don't want to be under you. Yeah, you want to be out in the world on your own. You need discipleship. Oh, I do. I need discipleship. What is, let me see. Hold on a second. You need to be a disciple of the gospel. What is discipleship? Discipleship in a Christian context is the process of intentionally learning from and following Jesus Christ, growing in one's faith, and striving to live more like him. It involves not only acquiring knowledge about Jesus, but also actively practicing his teachings. But they want you to be under their discipleship. Yeah, you can't do it on your own. They want to instruct you and tell you how to go about it. Whew. You need a covering. You need leadership. You need to be under me. Super Soul Sunday was a refreshing show. Yeah, it was, EP. It was a really, really great show. I still watch. Some of the best ones was Iana Van Zant, Maya Angelou, India Ari, Michael Beckwith from over at Agape. Now listen, I'm not really into that. I went over to Agape. It really wasn't for me. But hearing him talk about it, I can sit and listen to him talk about it. But when our church kind of started kind of thinning out, me and my best friend, we went over to Agape. It wasn't for us. Valerie Spencer, she liked it and stayed. But me and Ariel, like, because me and Ariel, we are more of a, run around the church, jump over the piano type, people. But listen to Michael Beckwith speak. He's a really great guy. He's kind of like into that stuff that Della Reese was into, y'all. Y'all know what they call it, metaphysical. Yeah. The sun, the moon, the stars. Everything is entwined. We're all... They're into that kind of stuff. Yeah, metaphysical. Ty, you like a good click track in the monitors? No, I like live instrumentation. All consensual are created equal if there is a power differential. That's what we need to talk about, because so many people feel bees, because we hear people talk about, well, you lay down with him, you lay down with her. It takes two to take. It does. It do take two people to have sex. However, see, y'all didn't even watch the lady. Y'all didn't even watch her. So if you listen to the intro of Sister Prescott, she lays a foundation for predatory grooming. I don't want to play the audio because I'm not trying to get that man no type of. I could play the audio under fair use, y'all, but I don't have time. I have another show to do in 2 hours. But she laid the foundation for textbook predatory grooming, y'all. So this woman, Stephanie Prescott, who wrote the book 95 Theses, available on Amazon.com, she done lost her marriage. She done lost a lot of trust and faith in leadership. And it's, she done lost a lot, y'all. All behind this man, the pastor we think it is. And now he's somewhere still leading people. And that's not to say that he hasn't got everything right with God, because he may have. But just like I said, he was just at the debacle last year, y'all. A little situation, a little hiccup came up. I can do metaphysics, but with it, yeah, I can. Yeah, we got to add a little seasoning to it. Not no Miss Dash. I need some slap your mama or some Tony, treachery. Yeah, I will get her. But oh well, thank you, LaFrance. Drew Copra was good too. I don't know Drew Copra, but I know Deepak Chopra. Is that who they're talking about? Deepak Chopra. Marianne Williamson was on there. It was a little bit of everybody, y'all. Is imbalance always manipulation because the victim can cry out spiritual abuse, but can't the scale always sway for the victim to manipulate the clergy? That's an imbalance too. Nadia, it's a lot, baby. I don't have time to break this thing down right now, Nadia. I really don't, because I have a show to do, and then I have a life. I have to do things around the house. I have to go check the mailbox, honey. I may have to go back up into the dry cleaners and stuff. I have a lot going on right now, so I can't really break this thing down, Nadia. You know what, Nadia? I'm gonna do it for you, baby, because you're a sweet lady. I'm gonna do it for you, okay, Nadia? Okay. Let me try to break this down, because I gotta go. Okay. Let me try to break this down for Nadia really quickly, because I can't be here all day. There are two types of situations in the church that I see, okay? Two types of situations. You have women, and we're speaking about women right now because we're speaking about this male situation, right? We're not pointing out that this happens with female leaders as well, but it does. But right now the conversation is male-centered. That's why we're there. This is not a channel where we just bash men and men in leadership, right? If the story calls story, we will be here talking about female-male dynamics as well. It's okay. B is breaking it down for me. Well, I'm the show host. And we try not to have side conversations because it takes away from my commentary. Now, we love bees, but what you can do is you can reach out to bees. You can reach out to bees. And then y'all can have a conversation offline. But when you have conversations in the chat, people tend to read the conversation and it takes away from my commentary. Okay? So I'm going to break it down because it's the official Tyesse Report. And you seem to be a little perplexed about it. So let me try to break it down for you. You have a lot of scenarios in the church. You have two types of situations. You have women in the church that actively go to church, with an agenda and a goal when it comes to these scenarios. Are y'all here? Are y'all praying with me? I'm trying to help Nadia, because she has a lot of questions. Okay, let me break this thing down. Over there at my old church at City of Refuge, the women were sitting on the front row with their legs open, with no panties on, with no drawers on. Many of them were unshaved. And so Bishop Noel Jones said that no women could sit on them front rows because they was over there with their legs open, showing their legs. So there are women, Nadia, that purposely go into these churches and ministries looking for some action. They are not groomed. They are not preyed upon. This is really simple, Nadia. This is not really rocket science, sweetheart. Then you have women that are green, and they are cultivated, manipulated, and raked over the coals because they are fresh meat. So do you got it, Nadia? There's two different scenarios. I don't think there's a third choice. You got women that are full of fluid and ready to do it. Hold on. Full of fluid and ready to do it. And then you have women that don't even see it coming, don't even know what's going on until they 2 or 3 years into the deception. Like, I don't know no other way. After I didn't explain that to you, Nadia, I don't know no other way to explain this thing to you. You know, she has a lot of questions. Okay? And so the pastors are the men that cultivate, manipulate, and excavate these women's spirits and souls, y'all. You know, usually have done this for multiple years unchecked and unscathed. When we saw Brian Corn do that video Sunday, talking about he's trying to do a transformation, somebody in the chat said instantly, oh, he's done that video before, Tyesse. If there is no, Nadia, if there is no repercussions, if the people are so idolatrous and personality driven that they are not getting up and walking out of the church when they hear about this stuff, okay, why in the hell would there be any incentive to stop? This really is not a case for Cagney and Lacey. These people hear about these stories that are sitting up in these churches, but they have made the blogosphere and the blogs the devil and warfare. So it's not that they don't know about the stories and hear about it, right? And to speak about that power dynamic, the onus is always should be in the person that is in a leadership, you know, in a leadership capacity. Even if a woman takes her panties off and put it in your mouth, it should always be on the person that is in the leadership position to have enough emotional and spiritual integrity to say, sister, you're wrong. I rebuke you. Get out of my office. Matter of fact, get out of this church. That is not hard to do. It's really not. But a lot of people say, well, Tyesse, there are a lot of men that are not there. They're not that emotional and spiritually in tune with their, you know, their higher selves. You say, got you. It's okay. If you want bees, it's okay if you want bees to break it up. If you like bees interpretation. This is my interpretation. That's all I'm saying. You know, so I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. Don't say, got you, if you really want to hear bees' version of it. You know, bees is a great opportunity, is a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Bees is, I'm having a brain freeze. Bees has a great opportunity on this platform to speak truth to a lot of these situations because she is in that type of capacity at a church. So I want you to get it from who you want to get it from. You know, listen, this is not a case for damn Kojak, y'all. Well, can you break it down a little more? Girl, what else do I have to tell you? Okay, Tyesse, I have one more question. Girl, sir, apostle. Okay, what do you think about? Girl, they was over there freaking in the motel until 5 o'clock in the morning. What part don't you understand? They was over there in the motel until 6 o'clock in the morning. What part you still need more clues? Oh my God. She can. She can, and so can I. At the end of the day, y'all, I just feel like the way this man handled this woman was unconscionable. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Let me see if I can upload it. I haven't watched it yet. This is from the, thank you, Nephew Premier. This is from the Dallas News. Thank you so much. Well, we upload it right now. Let me see. Hold on one second. I haven't looked at it. Let me see what it's about. You're both saying the same thing. Give it to us raw, 5 a.m. freaks. Listen, it ain't always easy to say no. Ask me how I know. Well, if you can't say no, I'm sorry. You don't need to be, you need to get about the business, y'all. I'm sorry. If you freaking and busting it open and spreading it wide and shooting everywhere, baby, listen, you need to come about the pulpit for a while. Get yourself together. We can't keep using the excuse. It's hard. The flesh is willing. My body is willing, but my flesh is weak. Okay, you need to come out the pulpit for a while. If you can't control your damn self. Well, you know, it's a lot, you know. It is. Okay, well, give us your collar, give us your Bible. Okay, go home. We can't keep making all these damn excuses. You welcome, Nadia. You welcome, sweetheart. But you really wanted to hear from Bees. That's what you really wanted. You liked her version. Yeah, I don't know what's going on around here. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I have to move on with my life. I'm trying to upload this video. I ain't even going in the pulpit to give morning announcement. I will stay in the pews. Okay, Tamara. Oh, you've been silenced before? You can control your flesh, Theo? Is it that hard? Ooh. Wrong analogy. I'm sorry. Is it that difficult? I'm trying to get this thing uploaded, y'all, to see what this woman and this man said. That was a wrong analogy. Was it that difficult? Very long story. The old holiness church will silence you until you don't dance. Oh, okay. Yeah, ASAP. Yeah, bro. I'm offering my deepest condolences to you on the loss of your friend, brother. You know, I've lost my best friend, so I know what you're feeling. Okay. Yeah, Nadia, I noticed you're curious about a lot of this stuff. Have you been hurt? Have you been in one of these scenarios? Because I noticed you're always inquisitive and stuff. So I want to know, Nadia, have you been hurt? Are you the victim of any malfeasance? Let me put our thing up while I get this video uploaded. If you would like to sow to this platform, please do so at this time. Thank you so much. We should get ready to get the hell up out of here because I got another show to do. Can't be here all night. I have to move on with my life. Okay, Ty Squad. There you go. If you want to support this platform, you enjoyed this commentary. Okay, there you go. I'm trying to get a video uploaded really quickly. It's taking forever for this video to upload. Yeah, brother ASAP. I know what it's like, brother. I've been there. The loss of my friend literally almost took me out of here. There was a great chance that I would not be sitting here right now if it wasn't for God, but God. Did you hear me, ASAP? But God. I made it through, and so have you, and so will you. Okay. 58 more likes, cool. Okay, so let's watch the video and see we'll see what's going on here. They said Oprah Winfrey, TD Jakes was over there at one of her functions. Oh, it was his function. Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look.
First of all, I have never been near a puff party. Never been near. And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
But people love salacious stories.
Yeah.
They love salacious stories. And you can tell them stories about you feeding those girls in South Africa.
They don't want to hear about that. Right.
They don't want to hear about that at all. If you tell them about Puffy's biceps, they want to follow you all the way around the world. And I think it's because we have become so engrossed in other people's lives to keep from having our own. We are drunk off of things that don't matter to distract us from the things that do matter.
Preach this evening. Yes.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
I know.
And if you watch the timing of it, the intoxicant always comes out while something big is happening that we need to be paying attention to. And we pay it no attention because we are engrossed in counting up something that is salacious and not true. You're not true. I stopped by Puffy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people. And out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff that I have never seen.
You too?
Yes. Yes. We were sharing the same, let's get your finger on there. You can't fight it.
You can't fight it.
You can't sue it down. You can't tear it down because of a small law that is included in the way that our laws are written right now. And our people don't know that. And not only do they not know it, they help spread it.
Absolutely.
They help spread it. They help spread it. Now, I'm almost 70 years old. What do I look like? And I am a grandfather. What do I look like at this late date? You know, but that's the kind of world that we're living in.
Shout out to the Dallas Morning News for that reel. There was a lot to unpack. Shout out to my nephew, Premier Thompson, for sending that to me. There was a lot to unpack in that clip. Do I want to go there, or do I want to call it a day? Because I'm right at my cutoff point. There's a lot to unpack. When you trivialize these type of stories and you're sitting up laughing about it and kikiing about it, Oprah, you are my Aquarian sister, and I have protected you in many ways over the last 40 years. I used to come home from school and watch you in Pasadena on ABC 7 at 3 o'clock. I got out of school at 2 o'clock. And I've been watching you since the 80s, even as a child when I didn't even know what the hell y'all were talking about. I watched you. And I've been covering for you for a long time, you know, because I guess, you know, I like you and stuff. And even when you didn't deserve to be covered, I covered for you. But let's bring this in just a little bit, Oprah. Just bring it in just a little bit. We need to polish this down and sand it down a little bit because y'all doing way too much out here on these streets. You know, it's one thing you want to have a conversation, all this laughing and snickling and all this, like this is a joke. You know, it's not a joke. Cassie's a real person. Cassie is a real human being. These people that are going through this stuff are real people. And no matter how you feel, I don't care what nobody says, no matter how you feel about TD Jakes and these allegations are out here concerning him. And they're being adjudicated in a court of law, and there is no closure at this point. We don't know what the end is going to be. So y'all to be sitting up here laughing and snickling about this is not funny. It's not. It's not a joke. It's one thing if you're a commentator and you're adding levity to these conversations because you have to sometimes. But for y'all to sit up here and play these games like this is some type of big joke, it's not a joke. It's not. It's not. Oprah, you had more fervor for those two men that you put up there and told all them damn lies and allegations and what I believe is lies, excuse me, and allegations against Michael Jackson. You had more fervor for them than you had for anybody else that was in your damn circle. You gave them more support against Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson gave you one of your biggest interviews in the history of the Oprah Winfrey Show. To TD Jakes, at the end of the day, I keep saying that somebody is lying. Somebody is lying. That man, Tim Anderson, said that you came out the bathroom and your robe was open and you was naked. Dwayne Youngblood said what he said. That he heard you and it sounded like he was in a bathtub. Richard Youngblood said y'all was at a motel on the side of the highway and you pressed your meat up against him. All this is alleged. But these allegations are still out there. Let's not play these games like everybody lying and everybody, you know, everybody is crazy and they just want to do this for clicks and views and you know, because don't nobody have a life. Don't trivialize it like that, like because everybody's not focused on we can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I do it very well here. I can cover world events and I can cover your story too, Thomas. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, well, we're all focused on these stories. Well, we're not focused on other stories. I can do both. I can cover your story and everybody else's story too. Trauma is never nothing to be funny. Listen, you said you went over there in the middle of the day for 30 minutes. And that's what you say. That's all we can do is go with that. How all this got started, you know, maybe one day somebody will be able to investigate and figure out how it all got started, the rumors and stuff. But if that's what you say you was over there for 30 minutes one time to drop off a birthday gift. Well, that's what we'll go with. Yeah. Like, why would y'all be sitting up there laughing like that about, you know, he lost me at the age of, he said the same thing in the lawsuit. I am like, I couldn't possibly be a predator because I couldn't possibly tell nobody I would take care of them for the rest of their life. I didn't have it like that financially. I'm paraphrasing. Oh, really? You know how many freaks I know that were broke and were able to get the most freak sessions in the history of freak sessions? You do not have to have money to be a predator, and you do not have to have money to be a freak. I promise you, you don't. They don't like talking about that. They don't like talking about that, Tim Bree. West Virginia is a story that people just, you know, they're not really looking at that damn West Virginia connection too heavy. But if he was paying attention, he'd know that Diddy didn't limit his mess to nighttime. It was going down. Yeah, bees. It's crazy. Well, Ty Squad, I've given this sound to Stephanie Prescott, to Sister Prescott. Baby, listen. Make sure you vet, Stephanie, these platforms before you go on them, sweetie. Don't do that again. That man don't give a damn about what you're going through. His goal is Brian Karn. Everything he feels is about Brian Karn. Brian Karn is his target. I can assure you that. My grandmother used to say, all you have to do is sit back and watch. Well, yeah. That's all you got to do. Oprah made her money on celebrity. Well, before she did her switch over, I'm like, girl, ain't that how you got started? I remember your switch over. I remember when because you said it. You had the Klan and the racist people on there, and you said, "I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this." And then that's when you started your switch over. Also, how soon they forget? Oprah, girl, I was there from the day your show launched to the day you ended it in that pink dress. Girl, how soon they forget? Listen, TD Jakes, if these people are lying on you, if Dwayne Youngblood, did I say Tim Allen? I said Tim. I think his name is Tim Rogers. Okay, Tim Rogers. If these people are lying on you, it will come out in court. It'll if it make it to trial, TD. If they're lying on you, it will come out in court. It will come out. Everything will come out. If it's a lie. Okay, I'm sure it'll all be exposed. Whew. Ask Monique. All right, y'all. I'm going to try to do at 3 o'clock. I may not be able to do it because I've talked too long. I've been on an hour and 16 minutes. I could do it now, but I don't want to mix these two videos together. Why don't I just come back at 3:30? Oh, it still can work. Okay, 3:30, and then we're doing 8:30. 3:30 and 8:30. That works. Okay. All right. 3:30, 8:30. Got it. Okay, Tyesse Squad. And she still got still played gotcha occasionally with celeb ex Mary Wilson. Yeah. All right, Tyesse Squad, new followers and friends. We will be back at 3:30 with a Monday news brief. I think I'm just going to call it the news brief, whatever day it is, and then I'll put in the know and the tagline. Because, you know, they're basically the same thing. One is just shorter. Okay, that's what I'll do. It'll be a Monday news brief. And yeah, I'll just put in the know and the tagline. Yeah, she won't. Yes, Monique has been really nasty to her. Monique has talked under her clothes and been disgusting. Yes, she has. But Oprah, like, I don't know why she won't just reach out to Monique privately and see if she can squash that. Oprah knows there's some truth to what Monique said. So what you want to go to your grave with that just hanging out there? So be it. You don't feel the need to address it? What can you do? But Monique said what she said. I don't want this like to fall on me because that'd be just what them. That's what just what them slop bucket content creators want. I don't want this like to fall on me, Tyesse Squad. You know, they'll love for this like to fall on me and hit me in the head. They be like, good. Oh, just like in the movie Carrie. That's what they want to happen to me. Well, I can see Baconisha now. Oh, she'd be having a cake. Let me get this light straightened out, y'all. Baconisha will go get a cake and everything, baby. This light fall and hit me in the head. This light fall and hit me in my head and knock me out. Oh, honey, they be having shrimp cocktail and oh, Lord Jesus, shrimp cocktail and crab legs and throwing chicken bones and stuff. Oh, good. It hit him in the head. Is he in a coma? Good. It's all good. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll be back at 3:30 with a Monday news brief, keeping you in the know. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Senegal, I mean, listen, basically, y'all, we'll keep an eye out on what's gonna happen over there on that channel, but I don't anticipate going back over there. That man has the oil equivalent of a Kroger bottle of vegetable oil. Kroger, a Publix brand. I don't see myself going over there at all. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to this special edition of the official Tyesse Report. We did a review of Stephanie D. Prescott's sit-down clickbait interview with DEMETRIUS Senegal. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by. Tim Bree, Naida, Angie, love y'all. 3:30 if you're on the East Coast. 12:30 if you're on the West Coast, okay? 2:30 Central. We'll be back with a news brief, catching up with the stories of the day, okay? It won't be long. It won't be a long show, okay? All right. Have a great day.